breeders of beef cattle, we are continually striving to improve the value of our animals, trying to select animals with superior genetics to be used to improve our breeding programs. To identify these animals with superior genetics, we can use a range of different techniques, including the assessment of pedigree, breeding soundness, breeding health, and estimated breeding values, to name a few. One challenge faced when selecting young animals, such as yearlings or 2-year-olds, is that EBVs available are often of low accuracy. A project conducted by Angus Australia and co-funded by the MLA Donor Company has evaluated how reliable EBVs are on young animals by assessing the changes observed in EBVs of size in cohorts 1, 2 and 3 of the Angus sire benchmarking program over the duration of the project. Specifically, the project compared the average EBVs of the 10 sires with the highest and lowest EBV for each trait, when the sires were initially joined in the benchmarking program, with the average EBVs for the same sires at the end of the program when all progeny performance data had been included in the calculation of each EBV. What was observed showed that despite the initial EBV being a relatively low accuracy, there was very little change observed in the average EBV of the sires. This indicated that EBVs can be used with confidence when selecting young animals for use within a breeding program. For example, when assessing the 200-day growth, 400-day weight and 600-day weight, the average EBV of the 10 sires with the highest EBV of each trait at the beginning of the benchmarking program was plus 51 kilograms, plus 93 kilograms and plus 125 kilograms. Whereas, at the end of the program, the average EBV for these same sires was plus 53 kilograms, plus 95 kilograms and plus 127 kilograms. Looking at the lowest 10 sires ranked on initial 400-day weight, the average value of this EBV was initially listed at plus 68 kilograms with a 73% accuracy. Once all progeny performance data was included, the final EBV changed to plus 71 kilograms with an accuracy of 93%. The 400-day weight EBV changed by only 3 kilograms, whilst the accuracy increased by 20%. Similarly, very little change was observed when assessing the carcass EBVs, such as the EBVs for carcass eye muscle area, intramuscular fat, rib and rump fat. The biggest change in the EBV for these traits was for the 10 sires with the highest EBVs for carcass eye muscle area. The EBV increasing from 7.8 centimetres squared to 8.1 centimetres squared, with an increase in accuracy of 27%. This change only changed the EBV ranking of these sires by 2 percentile bands, going from the top 7% to the top 5% of the breed for carcass eye muscle area. Once again, displaying the very small degree of changes observed in the average EBVs over the duration of the program. Limited changes in EBVs were also observed for the other EBVs analysed in this project. For those interested, a complete breakdown of the changes can be found on the Angus sire benchmarking program section of the Angus Australia website. This project has shown clearly that while the EBVs for some individual sires did change, there was, on average, minimal change in the EBVs of sires in cohorts 1, 2 and 3 of the ASBP, and the initial EBVs of these sires, despite being of low accuracy, describe the relative genetic merit of the sires well. The outcomes from this project demonstrate that EBVs are a reliable selection tool, and beef producers should use EBVs with confidence to identify genetics that are most aligned with their breeding objectives, and in turn to achieve long-term, sustainable genetic improvement.